Anyways, girl, what's tea, my beautiful family? Welcome back to another week's video. As you can see, I am under the weather. I saw a bit congested. I look a mess, as usual. And you guys better enjoy my various headwears because I'm not doing it till my birthday. Because we don't have it in a friend. So get over it. You guys want to know all about CNA, from my perspective at least. Let's clock it. Let's jump straight into the video. Before all is said and done, are you guys subscribed? Let's take a second to figure that out. Are we subscribed or not? Because, baby, if you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting on? Subscribe. Meow. Yup. We're going to subscribe today and click the notification bell to be notified whenever I post. Because you girls got me up. So, ensure that you are subscribed. Thanks. Also, ensure that you're following me on all social media platforms. The link is in my description below. All of my various social medias, because this week's video is actually voted on by you guys, and that's what I will be doing weekly. So, for the weekly presentations, I will throw a bunch of topics on my social media, and you guys vote and fight for the ones you want. You guys wanted to know what the whole gigiana about CNA, so I'm going to break it down for you in a bit. I want to vote on that. I want to also vote on an earlier time and the actual day I want to know on my post. The various polls and receipts are across the screen, as you can see. So, if you want to join in on the conversation and the fun, follow me. Why not? Because they're not nothing for the girl, so follow me. All I would just spread off like dirty curtain on the internet. So, what you mean? Follow me, girl, before my class here. Anyways, let's jump into the tea. Now, this is what I would look like going to work. I look a mess because the pay is a mess. So, then get what them pay for. Yup. So, until the pay raise, then they get looks. Then pay them, they breed a price there, so they might get this. This is how my regular work, like, on a realistic day for true. They wear purple. I'm not a purple wearing ass bitch, but that they wear, so that me wear. Me look a jacket from team. I'm look a Tom. I think I said this many moons ago. However, let's jump into it. What's a CNA? A CNA is a certified nursing assistant. I have like several names like PCT, patient care tech, even rehab techs, home health care, all of those. They are all under one umbrella, CNA, because we all provide some form of care to either the residents or the patients. All that we are essentially CNA. However, we're going to focus on CNA because that's what I am. I am a CNA. Right? Right, we get that. How do you become a CNA? You have to go to school. CNA, they will just clean shit. So let me clock it. CNA is the backbone of the healthcare sector. So let me just break it down for you. So, yup, doctors do their thing, the nurses do their thing, and we have a lot of moving parts when it comes on to healthcare. But you see the CNAs, caregivers, patient care techs, rehab techs, all those people, we are the backbone of what the entire healthcare system is. So, CNA out there, we might not get the respect, we might not get the money where everybody I get, but trust me, these facilities, these hospitals, these doctors' practices, healthcare would have literally crash. If every CNA, if you get up tomorrow morning and say, we're changing careers or we're quitting, healthcare would have literally crash because they can't do nothing without us, because we play a vital role in a patient's or a resident's life. So we are very important. So let me just give me CNAs them the flowers that they deserve. CNA, it's not a glamorous job, but trust me, we are the backbone in the healthcare business. To become a CNA, you have to complete at least 100 hours of theory and clinical study. So it's not just, oh, I'm a CNA, and you have to be certified by the state. So you have to do several classes. For example, I did an 8 to 9 week course. I go to classes 2 times a week, and every class, at the end of each class, there was a test. I have to pass the people in test, 75 and over. Each state, each school different. My school, you had to pass every single test. And within that 8 week, 1 week out, we had to go to a facility. The facility that I work now, that was where I did my clinical rotations, and I was very good. I blew them away and I got hired on the spot. And the following week, I started working there when I was through to school. And you have to gather the maximum amount of hours, and then you apply through the state. And then when you apply through the state, have a 100 question exam that you must pass as well. After you pass the 100 exam day, you also have your skill exam that you have to take when I have to pass a skill exam. And studying for that skill exam is very hard because guess what? There is 22 skills and you don't know which skill you get. You're going to know on the day off. So you have to know every single thing up here. So the only thing you know about the skill exam is that hand washing. Hand washing is a very universal and very important skill. So they let you know that, hey, you'll be getting the hand washing skill. And you know that you'll also be getting a measurement skill. But which measurement skill? Because it could be blood pressure. It could be measuring urine, it could be respiration, one out of them. You don't know which one you get. You're going to see out of the 5 skills them what them test upon that day, you're going to see I get hand washing. You have to know. And if you miss one step, you feel everything. And you have to pay money to do these. So every time you fail, you have to pay money each time to do it. I went to school. I got my certification. I'm a certified nursing assistant here. As you can see, I'm certified by the state where I live in. It was not easy. I went to school, actually. This is my CNA certificate. I went to school. I completed my 100 hours and my clinical studies. So, yup. I'm a CNA. I've been doing this for roughly 2 or 3 years since I came abroad to live. And girl, let me tell you this. Woo. Woo. It's not easy. By the way, I went to the same school again and I also got another certificate that I want to frame. Yup. Because I'm racking up the certificates and the certification in a foreign car. What I could do at Jamaica? Yup. Me go do it in a foreign. Disclaimer, before I dive into everything more. Disclaimer, these are thoughts and opinions of my own. Opinions.
My opinion! Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you?
Right. These are thoughts and opinion of my own. I'm speaking from my perspective. So even though you're a CNA, you might not be experiencing the same thing that I am experiencing and vice versa. I'm just giving my experience because when I ask both him, me, experience. Me, him, he, me. I'm the baddest bitch sitting on this chair talking, not you. Nobody cares about what you have to say. They don't care about what me have to say. That's why I'm here film right there. So calm down, girl. Calm down. Miss Know It All. Shush. I'm on the floor. Oh, no. With a CNA and a caregiver, let me break that down. The difference between a CNA and a caregiver is that a lot of companies, a lot of facilities may hire caregivers that are not necessarily CNA. Let me explain. Remember when you're CNA, you have to go through, allow me to say you have to go through before certified and stuff like that. As a caregiver, we do similar tasks. However, pause and comma, there's a difference. As a certified nursing assistant, you provide basic medical care to residents and patients that a caregiver wouldn't normally do. For example, I'm a CNA, but you also have a caregiver working in that facility as well, or hospital or wherever. Caregivers would basically do activities of daily living. So, provide care, toileting, bathing, dressing, stuff like that. CNAs also do that as well. But what we do that caregivers can do, for example, like vitals, like test blood sugar, temperature, all of that, we are trained to do that. We go to school and learn how to do that. A caregiver who don't have no certification at all, then just can do caregiving and stuff like that, who do be qualified per se to do like vitals and to do certain things. You understand what I say? Certain medical things a caregiver wouldn't be allowed to do versus a CNA that is trained and stuff like that. Operate certain machines like a Hoyer lift. A caregiver wouldn't be able to work in certain areas like, for example, a skill facility. Maybe they would show you run a memory care, but then would put over the skill side because you're not, you don't have a license to operate certain equipment or to do certain things. So there's a difference between caregiver and a CNA. Even though we kind of basically do the same things for the most part. Got that? Cool. Type of work that a CNA do. Now, popular to country, I believe you don't just clean poop. So let boo. So when you talk about all they do a clean shit, please clock it. You don't just clean poop because a lot of you guys, simple as a CNA might seem, a lot of you guys don't have what it takes to do it because first of all, you have to go to school for do it, one, and you have to get certified by whatever state, two, and it's such a physically and mentally demanding task that you have to do. You know, just provide activities of daily living. For example, I'm a CNA and I'm also a medication technician. May help people take their medication. May have to give meds. May have to have made for my body. Deal with high dosage of narcotics. The people expensive medication. High levels of drugs. All of this and all of that. And trust is put in you to administer these to the residents or wherever you work. as a med tech. You get what me I say? So you have to have a head up on you, so as the head hat you, the first one them call is the med tech on duty, because you are responsible for the whatever floor you work. So like when me a med tech, me work on the third floor in my facility, so I'm responsible for all those residents on the third floor whenever I'm doing my med tech shift. You understand? So if they head hot them, if they fall, me responsible for every little thing. So it's not as easy as it seems. Like, oh my God, he's just a CNA, please. Being a CNA is so hard. A lot of people do the CNA course and they can't even pass the skill level because it's not as easy as it sounds. It's very challenging. And it take a lot of studying to be a CNA. So as simple as it sounds, it's not. So remember just clock that. Clock it. Where can a CNA work? CNA work literally everywhere. But the most common place is hospitals. Like, yes, CNA work at hospitals. You definitely have to be certified. I don't think hospitals hire like caregivers, because when they work hospital, you have to sometimes do vitals. You have to sometimes do like certain medical tasks. So we feel like hospital mostly go towards the CNAs and the licensed personnel versus like a facility we hire like a local caregiver if just provide local care and stuff like that, because nothing too crazy no really going at the facility, because at 9 times out of 10 if something happened to one of the residents in the facility, they get sent to the hospital anyway. So you don't necessarily have to be certified in certain facilities unless it's like a skilled facility. Assisted living, I work in an assisted living facility. I don't work in a skill area anymore. I still work in a skilled facility, but not anymore. That's a story for another time. But where I work right now, Purple Shirt, it's an assisted living facility. Place clinics, rehab centers, term care facilities, etc. So CNA is working up vast majority of places. Doctors' practices, that's kind of a lucky job. If you're working on doctor's practice as a CNA, that is so cool. I want to do that. Like, I left the assisted living alone, but I digress. Schools, prison, yeah, and a lot of places CNA work. As me say, CNA is literally the backbone of the healthcare sector. The pay. The pay. CNA get the least amount of money in the healthcare sector. Maybe just clock it right now. CNA don't get a lot of pay. You'd think me way doing this all long I get a lot of money. I don't get a lot of money. If me never know how to save, if me never come from humble beginnings where my mother teach me how to budget and not and put a little money away, all of these fabulousness behind me and make living and stuff, me would have that, because CNA don't make a lot of money. If you do this job, you have to have at least 2-3 jobs, because CNA don't pay a lot. Sadly, me know people who are CNA where make $10 an hour, $12 an hour. Sadly, that's not the case for everybody, because you have some states who are beautiful. What you didn't CNA good, there are people who get $20, $24, $25, even $30 as a travel CNA, where, you know, you work per diem and you pick up shift and stuff like that. They're willing to pay the agency CNA they more. But you will work directly through the facilities, then just throw a bone, you're like, every day me fight tooth and nail for your look raise and they no look. The girls them now look. That is why do not stifle yourself in one area. That is why as soon as me make a little money in a foreign, me go back to school, go further myself. See there? Me do my CNA, I'm going to work as a CNA, see there? Me further myself in a medical administration, so if push come to shove, me can go do something else. And guess what? Couple of months down the line again, when me build up back little money and so, me can to school again, go do something else. Yup. Want to good with me? Me go, ways I go to school and get something different. Because baby, CNA don't pay. That might not be the case for you, but CNA don't pay. So there's that. Do I think it's worth it working as a CNA? It all depends on what you work for. For example, let me just bust on a bubble right now. I'm sorry, I'm going to absolutely have to ruin the moment for you. I absolutely have to.
Are you going to ruin this moment?
I absolutely have to.
No. With CNA, a lot of you guys see healthcare and it's like, oh my God, cute scrub, medical girly, and all of that goes through the door once you're in the real working world, because a lot of us, we enter the medical field for the wrong reason. We want it for the cute and girly aesthetics. Fine, you can do that. You can be a Stanley girly and get the pretty mugs and the cute scrubs, but at the end of the day, laughs, cackles in the struggles, because it's horrible. It is horrible. And don't do this for the money because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to make the money we have in the back of your mind. When I started doing CNA, I didn't do it for the money. I want to show people that were in certain positions that, yes, there is somebody that care. Because when my mother was in the hospital at Kingston Public Hospital, she never get the care, the proper care where when me feel like she should have get. They never treat her good at all. You get what I say? I mean, just imagine the plethora of families that have their loved ones in the hospitals, in the assisted living facilities, in the rehab centers who, are grossly being mistreated and, then just look upon life the worst every day and want to die and stuff. Me just imagine that. And that's one of the main reasons when I'm going there to show people, say, that you still have good people that exist. And over time, the management and the facility and co-workers and just the treatment overall slowly kill everything. I'm just doing it for the check now. I expeditiously hate being a CNA. I don't hate it to the point where I go mistreat anybody family member because if my family didn't go in a facility, I don't want nobody to do them a thing. I don't want to hear at them, so make sure treat the residents and so with the utmost respect and care. But if tomorrow morning me have the option for just jump in at something else, expeditiously, yup, expeditiously I do because when I tell you say the experience horrible, it's horrible. Then I appreciate hard workers, then I appreciate people like me with my hard power sleeve, family member disrespectful, resident and people racist, management not care about you, then just want to walk you till you're dead and stuff like that. So being a CNA, you have to physically can manage. Because I see people who turn over every day, they have a back problem. Right now, my back is being messed up by all of them heavy people because when we work, you have a lot of 2 assist people. We don't have enough staff. If you go to no 2 assist, and one time people got to work and I focus on their work. Nobody know where you call them every minute about them and say, oh, go help me with this and go help me with that. So you have to figure it out by your own 9 times out of 10. So my back is being messed up and guess I'm young. Me just 27. I'm young. I have a long way to go. Me not no kids. Me not married. Me not no future. No look nothing yet. Not grand for me. Me not going to mash up my back. Look over there. So you have to kind of figure that out for yourself. And mentally, it kind of is scary mentally because there's a lot of death. You are around a lot of death. Like me, I'm used to afraid of death, but not anymore. Because the amount of death when we say pan a daily or pan weekly, like one of my resident them, where I have this man that I work with where I basically take care of him every time I got work. Every time I got work, I take care of him because he had a cat and nobody ever really want to go in the room. So, me afraid of the cat, so me always going to go change him. Every day, me and him fight. When I tell you, me and that man fight, the other thing say, I'm a father, the other thing say, I'm a grandfather. And he sadly was transitioning. But when I tell you, say, he might transition, but the man hang on because I haven't worked in the area where he was in a long time because I started to work on other floors because I've been working in one area for like 2 years. I'm tired, I want to explore other areas, so they put me in other areas now to start work. And the moment me go in at the area yesterday go work and stuff, I'm going to go check on him and say, want so? Few hours later, the man died. Like he was literally looking out for me. You get what I mean? And do things like those just break me heart. I just can't. I can't deal with it. Like when they did, when I get so attached to them, oh my God, it just kill you. Because when we start work there and stuff, you've literally seen people so beautiful and bubbly walking. When I went to the facility where I'm working and I saw that man, he was walking. He was walking, making his own coffee. He look over easy egg with him grits. He was that type of person, very outspoken. He can walk in a room, he can help himself. So he didn't take time, so he go in a wheelchair, so he didn't come out of a wheelchair in a bed, and he take time go right down. I've definitely seen residents that were so healthy go on right down so till they pass away. And those things just eat me alive. Like it kill me. So you have to mentally kind of, you know what I mean? I say mentally, oh my God, it just kill me every time. Oh my God, no. So you have to mentally have up here so when I work as a CNA or in any healthcare because death now becomes a normal thing for you and it will literally consume you. For me, I'll encourage anybody to go for their dreams and do nothing so to make my experience scary because my experience won't necessarily be your experience per se, but me just I say nobody be naive, don't just jump in it because me definitely just see it and jump in it and I've definitely learned my experience. But I say CNA all bad enough because you know all bad and not all good neither because I've definitely met a lot of beautiful friends. My co-workers are okay. And you know, a lot of fun times happen at these facilities and stuff. So I'm not going like, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. But you have to do your own research and formulate your own opinion. I say yes, I mean, I say no. Do your own research, formulate your own opinions, and figure out where you want to figure out. But at the end of the day, CNA is not all about just cleaning poop. It's not, you're not the bottom of the barrel, because we are what keeps the entire healthcare sector together. Trust me, because if every CNA, if you quit our hospital, that hospital fall apart, because nurses and doctors, they not the one do activities of daily living. They not even want to go for a cup of water if you want to the patient them. So trust and believe me, CNAs, you are loved and appreciated. So CNA is not like, oh, look down upon them. People look down upon we, but at the end of the day, we are. That's why I always wave my head high in the sky, because we know say without people like me, the healthcare sector crumble. Me nah ask you. Period, poo. So, clock it. But yeah, it's not an experience that I would necessarily change for myself. I'm not mad at being a CNA and stuff. It's definitely hard and challenging, and I want to, every day I want to quit. Every day I gotta work. I say, look here, I think I can come back this way. Because every day I want to quit, because it's horrible and raggedy. But at the end of the day, you do have good moments and you do have bad moments and stuff. But you just have to find the joy in whatever you do. And that is why I'm surviving and thriving today. I'm grateful for being a CNA, because it has allowed me to accomplish so much stuff. And it is a stable job, because I work what? 2 years now, I work, and it's a stable job. You know, I pay much, but you allow me to buy me fine with them, buy nice stuff, and live comfortable. I'm not rich now or nothing, but I'm okay, if that makes sense. You get to me, say me okay, and God's richest blessing upon my life a flow. I'm alright, I'm here to do my little thing and stuff. So, it's not all that bad. Family, their own opinion. If you want to be a CNA, look into it and do it. I pay to go to school. You have places in the US that do it for free. Find your local adult education and whatever, figure it out by your own and stuff. Google and research and stuff. And you will be fine. No shame in your game. And that's pretty much sums up my light experience as a CNA. I don't know, maybe sometime I might do a story time and go in depth and go into like exact scenarios, but for right now, I'm just giving an overview of what a CNA is. I hope I've educated somebody. I hope I change on the mind, I hope I feel inspired, I hope I give you an idea of what a CNA is essentially like. If you want more information, feel free to message me on all my socials, because you know me, we answer uno. Most of the time. So, clock it. Thank you so much for watching. I do enjoy you being here with me. And I'm trying my best to push these videos out, because you know, baby, don't threaten me with a good time, because you know me, I might go sleep and I post nothing. But I'm trying to be a better person. Allegedly, I'm trying to be a better person. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys down. If you can't be good, be great. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wash your hands, be germs free, and be the baddest bitch that you can be. Ensure that you're subscribed. Follow me on all socials for behind the scenes tea. And I'll see you guys on another video. Bye, girl. By the way, look, to for sure, say me love you know what time? It's 4:11 in the morning. I'm filming this at 4:11 in the morning. I'm gonna put on one suit and my work clothes. Get up out of my bed. About me get up, you know, me did a sleep and I watch show. And get up out of my bed and say, you know what? I see the tripod and everything they want to them. I say, me just film this guy. If I never film, you know, on and I get you again. So see that? Maybe edit up now and I go see the things. Damn. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Me need for frame. Me get my new certificate and stuff, so me need for frame me. Me I go grab dollar store, go buy one frame of money and frame this up and sit. But anyways, guys, bye-bye.